I have another update of the two deputies from Columbia County, Florida, who arrested the blind man for having a walking cane. 5 hours ago, the sheriff of that county held a press conference.
Good afternoon, Sheriff Mark Hunter. I'm here today to update you and provide some information that will hopefully answer questions many of you have regarding this situation. On October 31st, shortly after 8 a.m., two of our deputies encountered Mr. James Hodges walking near the intersection of Marion Avenue and East Duval Street. The interaction resulted in the arrest of Mr. Hodges. Body cam footage that was provided to Mr. Hodges of this incident has recently been circulated across many outlets and has resulted in our office receiving a number of calls from concerned citizens. I want to begin with a timeline of the initial events. Mr. Hodges was arrested on October the 31st at 8 a.m. The arresting deputy was Jamie Godey and her supervisor, Sergeant Randy Harrison. On November the 3rd, Mr. Hodges requested body cam footage of the incident. He was provided the footage the same day. During the review process, prior to it being released, a likely policy violation was discovered. Since the incident involved a patrol sergeant, the patrol lieutenant and captain were made aware of the incident. The patrol lieutenant and captain were directed to investigate the incident further and began that day, November the 3rd. Mr. Hodges had not yet filed a formal complaint when the patrol commanders were instructed to investigate this matter. Arrangements were made that day for Mr. Hodges to complete a sworn statement at a later date upon his availability. The administrative investigation concluded the afternoon of 11/7, and allegations of policy violations against these two deputies were sustained. As a result of these findings, Sergeant Harrison will be demoted immediately, suspended without pay for 7 days, and will not be eligible for any favorable action for 2 years. Deputy Godey will be suspended without pay for 2 days. Both deputies will be required to undergo remedial training pertaining to civil rights.
I don't care how much training that they go to or how many civil rights classes that they take. It was not about that day, them not knowing what to do. It was about their attitude. It was about their attitude.
As sheriff, I take full responsibility for this event and want to extend my sincere apologies to Mr. Hodges for the actions of my deputies. I do not feel these deputies' actions were guided by ill intent, but rather by frustration and failure to rely on their training. Nevertheless, this conduct is unacceptable. We will continue to work hard and train to ensure these incidents do not reoccur. I do want you to know that I'm deeply saddened of the negative impact that this has on our agency and this situation has caused to us. I want to reassure you that as your sheriff, we do make mistakes, but we take corrective action to fix them. This is how we get better. I want to applaud Mr. Hodges for actually reporting that and requesting the video. That's how we learn. I can promise you that, we're going to work hard to try to get 100%, but we'll never be 100%. No one is. I have no doubt that the remaining employees up here at this sheriff's office, they work their hearts out and want to do you a good job and want to have your trust and respect, as I do. And as your sheriff, I'm going to keep on pushing and trying to make us better every day. And I want you to know we do not take your trust and your respect for granted. We earn it every day. And thank you.
Well, here's my thoughts on what the sheriff said. I think he's been in politics a long time. He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to handle crowds. So the sergeant is now a patrol deputy. He has no rank. He was suspended for 7 days. The female officer was also suspended for 2 days. Do you think that punishment is enough for what they did to the blind man who did nothing wrong? Share your thoughts and let me know. Also, before you do that, the sheriff said in that video, we make mistakes, we try to fix them. You know what happens when ordinary citizens make mistakes? Like Mr. Hodges? He gets took to jail. Think about that before you comment.